let me just say this too, because all this ties in together. You got what, International Women's Day. Even though we celebrate women every day, seem like if you look at the commercials and movies and TV shows and all this women empowerment talk on social media. But you also got what's going on with the NBA All-Star Weekend and women getting stranded, women sleeping in their cars, in U-Hauls. These are supposed to be the women. You got all these women nowadays who have all these advantages, right? They got all these advantages, but they don't take advantage of them. I did 2 videos today specifically. I did the one about, the women, sleeping in their cars and U-Hauls during this NBA All-Star Weekend. Also, I did a video about a 45-year-old woman who went from being on the verge of, now this is a Caucasian woman, being on the verge of food stamps, being broke with 2 children to take care of by herself, to making $1 million a year on OnlyFans. And she has a program where she is teaching other women who are, all of them are single mothers, basically. It's a program for basically single mothers, because every woman that they named in the article had children. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're raising on their own, and if they do have a boyfriend, he's broke. Okay, and I spoke about it in my previous stream about why these women love broke men. Okay, that they have to go learn how to get money on OnlyFans, right? That they got courses now they're doing for OnlyFans.
They ran them U-Haul vans like ice cream trucks. You can smell the box coming from a mile away.
Man, some of the pictures, I'm like, oh, man.
It's a business owner trip, lol.
Yeah, it's definitely a business trip. But I just want to know if they made money. I mean, you got chicks that they so broke, they only were able to get a one-way flight. I don't know if they thought that they were going to, they were going to get them a baller. They were going to get them a sugar daddy. But a lot of them chicks ain't had no money to go. That's why they all grouped up on U-Hauls. And I don't believe this BS about they couldn't find a hotel. They couldn't afford a hotel. A lot of broke females went to the NBA All-Star game because, again, they've been sitting up in the house, for months. A lot of these people come from states that have been locked down, like California and some of these other places. They've been locked down for months. They needed a release. And they said, if I have to drive and sleep in my car, I'm going to do that. And the sad thing is, a lot of those women are who you dudes follow on social media. A lot of your favorite Instagram models was sleeping in her, Honda Civic or whatever she's driving, right? Shout out to anybody that has a Honda Civic. I'm just naming it off the top of my head, A car that needs repairs. And instead of getting repairs, he just passed it up a little bit and still drove to Georgia, right? Her and 2 or 3 of her friends who are all her roommates, right? But they on social media, they try to make themselves seem like they're of higher value. No, you just have a good camera phone. You just take good photos and you're able to show yourself as if that you're doing better than you really are. Because a lot of these chicks are not doing very good right now. They're struggling. A lot of them are struggling. That's why they couldn't wait to go down there to Georgia. Maybe they really believed the hype, right? Maybe they believed the hype and said, you know what? I think I can go get me an NBA player. I could go and get me a NFL player if he's down there. I could go get me a rapper. One of these up and coming rappers. That's what they all did. They probably saved their taxes. I bet you they saved a portion of their taxes just so they can travel one way to Georgia. And then you got these chicks starting OnlyFans because they went and got a one-way, as if they thought somebody was going to pay their way back. Maybe that was their plan. Maybe it was the plan to do the one-way trip and then go to OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans, OnlyFans, to go to GoFundMe. Because these chicks be planning now. They be planning. They know that their backup plan is GoFundMe. Y'all love to, especially melanated women, y'all love to fund them.
A system of morality based on relative emotional and materialistic values is a mere illusion with a vulgar conception which has nothing sound or true.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're more materialistic now than ever. And I think that's plays a part into why you have these women doing what they're doing. They wanted to go there just for the clubbing or just to take photos for the gram, right? Or they think they're going to get them a sugar daddy. Or some guys might have been selling these chicks dreams. Like, yo, I'll fly you to Georgia for the All-Star game. You know, some guys probably was playing that too. I just think that we are in decline. Morally, we're in decline. Too many women nowadays want the easy route. Even though you had women start a movement because they wanted to just have the opportunity to work. They wanted the opportunity to to have an opportunity to work, to take care of themselves, to advance themselves, to have the same opportunities as men. And what do? They throw it away because it's easier to take photos for OnlyFans and Instagram, right, than it is to actually go and work a job.
Jay, why do you still listen to rap?
Because I want to. And because I don't listen to everybody, I listen to who I like. Appreciate it, though. So, a lot of times, we as individuals, especially us as men, we have to understand that we're going to be utilized whether we know it or not. Like, we can go our own way, but women are still going to find a way to milk resources from men. Even though they have all these opportunities to take care of themselves, they have opportunities to make their own money, right? So they say, hey, okay, I'll make my own money, but I'll do it on OnlyFans. I'll get these men to pay me through GoFundMe. So they're still going to find men who's willing to fund them. And it's easy. And it's easy to find men who are willing to take care of these women. Again, look at the top donator. I don't know if y'all saw it, but the top donator to the female Yaz, the stallion, was a male. He donated $100. He donated $100 to a woman he don't even know, just so she can get herself back to New York because she didn't have enough money to do a two-way trip. And a lot of you dudes opening your wallets or pocketbooks, whatever y'all have. Some of y'all have purses, who knows? And y'all willing to go and say, you know what, I'm going to help her. I'm going to save her. Save her from what? She chose to go down into Georgia during a quote-unquote pandemic. She didn't care. Probably wasn't wearing a mask most of the time. And look at what y'all doing, man. Here you are saving the day. Here you are saving the day. It's crazy. It's crazy how a lot of you guys are so quick to save these women for themselves when they've been fighting hard to be equal. I thought equality was when two people have the same opportunities to make the same amount of money. It wasn't about trying to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to forego that and just have you take care of me. It's like, what have you been fighting for? What have you been shaming men for years about how we've been suppressing you and keeping you down? But when you have this opportunity, you say you don't want it. So what have all these women been fighting for all these years? It seemed to me that there's a vocal minority of women that want those advantages because they don't want equality, they want an advantage over men, and you got a lot of other women that would prefer that a man takes care of them. They would prefer for somebody to take care of them instead of them going out and taking care of themselves, right? But here we are in 2021. You got women who say, you know what, I'm going to go to GoFundMe Because GoFundMe is not as easy as it look. But all you have to do is be a melanated female in distress, and you're going to have a bunch of people, especially a bunch of you males, willing to go and give this woman money when she should have gotten a two-way trip before she even left, a two-way ticket before she left. But she did not. And y'all not looking at that. Y'all just willing to go and throw your money at her because she's a melanated female in distress. And what y'all think she gonna do when she get the money? And she says she's going right to the bank to spend the money that y'all gave her, maybe on a plane ticket, maybe. I just think that a lot of times, man, all the complaining that you see on social media, it's not really real. It's a bunch of BS.